You know, there are stories etched into the very bedrock of our world. These tales of where we come from are so profound, you can hear them whispering in our laws, see them echoing in our city streets. They even define the power struggles that shape our world today. So we're going to journey back, way back to the beginning, to a land between two rivers, to uncover a legacy that's been hiding in plain sight. So what if I told you that the blueprint for our entire civilization, it wasn't drafted a few centuries ago? What if it was actually forged in dust and clay 6,000 years ago? This isn't just some dusty old history lesson. Nope, this is like finding the source code for our world, the operating system that we are, believe it or not, still running today. Long before the philosophers in Greece, way before the pyramids rose in Egypt, a quiet revolution in human existence was taking place. It happened in a sun-scorched land nestled between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. This place was Mesopotamia, and its gift to us, to all of humanity, wasn't gold or giant monuments. It was the very idea of society itself. And trust me, this was no quiet dawn. It was more like a crucible, just a hotbed of relentless invention. You had the Sumerians, then the Akkadians, the Babylonians, and the Assyrians, each one of these civilizations literally rising on the shoulders of the last. They were forging this incredible chain of innovation that would end up setting the course for all of human history. So, the first giant leap forward, the foundational pillar of this entire new world, it wasn't a tool, it wasn't a weapon, it was an idea. A completely radical, world-altering idea that humanity had really never even conceived of before: the city. I mean, you have to picture it. Places like Uruk and Babylon, they were so much more than just a dense collection of houses. They were these complex engines of human cooperation, just humming with specialized workers, crowned with these massive towering temples, and managed by the world's first real governments. This wasn't a new place to live. This was a new technology for living. And that concept, the very idea of living together in these huge, organized communities, is the foundation of basically everything that came next. It's the birthplace of politics, of economics, of the whole idea of a state. It all started right here. But, of course, this new engine created brand new problems. I mean, how do you manage thousands and thousands of people? How do you keep track of promises and debts and laws? Well, the answer would be another incredible invention. And this one wouldn't just change what we do, it would change how we think. And this is it. Cuneiform, the world's very first writing. You can think of it as the hardware for civilization. Suddenly, for the first time ever, a thought that just pops into your head could be made permanent. A promise could actually outlive the person who made it. An entire state could be run not by memory, but by a written record. And on this new hardware, they installed some revolutionary software. The Code of Hammurabi. It wasn't just some list of harsh punishments. It was a framework for justice. It was humanity's first big attempt to bring some predictable order to what was a really complex and chaotic society. And this was just a massive shift. Justice was no longer just the whim of some powerful king. It was now an objective standard, carved right into stone for everyone to see. It was an idea that could govern an entire population, and it gave birth to what we now call the rule of law. So with these incredibly powerful new tools, cities to bring people together, writing to organize them, and law to control them, well, human ambition reached a whole new level. And right along with it, so did human conflict. In the beginning, power was kind of a scattered thing. It was held by these independent city-states, and each one was like its own little kingdom, constantly fighting with its neighbors. But pretty soon, a new, much more powerful model came onto the scene: the empire. A single centralized power that wasn't just focused on surviving, but on pure domination. And the architect of this whole new model? A man named Sargon of Akkad. He forged the world's very first empire by conquering and uniting cities, creating a single government, and then just using his army to expand his control. He basically created the template, the playbook for every single conqueror who would come after him for the next 4,000 years. But what was all this power really for? What were they all fighting over? Well, the answer was flowing all around them, giving life to this dry, arid land. The water of the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. It was the region's greatest gift, and also its greatest source of conflict. See, in this incredibly dry world, survival depended completely on complex irrigation. So if you controlled the canals, you controlled the food supply. You literally held the power of life and death over your rivals. The first resource wars in human history were fought right here, over water. It's a struggle that, well, it continues today, just over oil, gas, and minerals instead.
So, okay, why does this ancient story matter to us right now? Because the blueprint that was forged in Mesopotamia, it never went away. It's not a ruin buried in the sand. It is a living document, and its echoes are shaping the very foundations of our modern world.
The real legacy of Mesopotamia isn't something you're going to find in a museum. It is alive, it's active, it's in the systems that organize our economies, our governments, and even our conflicts. We are all living inside the house that they built. Think about it. The way we live, packed together in cities. The ideal of a written law that applies to everyone. The geopolitical ambition of nations trying to expand their influence. And that timeless, endless struggle to control essential resources. This is Mesopotamia's enduring blueprint. So the next time you look at the world today, at the alliances and conflicts between nations, at the relentless, grinding struggle for power, just ask yourself, to what extent are we just playing out a game whose rules were written down 6,000 years ago on clay tablets between two rivers?
The story of Mesopotamia teaches us a really profound truth. History doesn't repeat itself, not exactly, but it does rhyme. And its first, most powerful verse was written in the dust of this ancient land.
At Geotectonics, our mission is to uncover these profound tectonic shifts, offering clarity in a world of complexity. If this analysis deepened your understanding, please like this video to support our work, share it with others who seek real insight, and subscribe to Geotectonics to ensure you never miss our next deep dive. We'll continue to explore the crucial geopolitical movements that define our time. Thank you for joining us.